Happy no fear, everybody. Happy no fear, because I am determined, like, this is my mission, to help people overcome anxiety in 2017, to stop this epidemic from getting worse and help people. Because you know how many kids are suffering, you know how many teenagers are suffering, and you know how many adults are suffering from anxiety. I mean, it's like 60 million just in the United States. That doesn't even include kids. And every day I'm hearing, like, my peers and my clients, everybody is talking about how many kids and teens and adults are struggling with anxiety. I think it's really time to do something about it. And I want to get this message out there. So if you can share this with anybody, that'd be awesome, because I want to spread this message to more people. So I'm Jodi Amen. If you don't know me, I'm the author of You Won, Anxiety Zero. And I have tons of online programs helping people with anxiety. I've had my own anxiety. I've struggled, and I've helped so many people. So 5 reasons to get over fear and get over anxiety in 2017. And a lot of you are like, well, hey, I'd get rid of it in a second if I could. I just don't know how. But I have the tools. I know exactly how you could do it. And it's basically these 3 steps. And I go more in depth. I'm not going to go in depth of them. But there's basically 3 steps to getting rid of anxiety. And I've watched it work over and over and over again. But there is some people who do hold on to it because they still believe those lies that anxiety says that it's protecting them or something, right? Or something like that. It's protecting you, or it's keeping you from having to do something you don't want to do, whatever. Okay, so, and I know that it's not any of you. All of you want to get rid of it, and all of you are taking lots of awesome steps. But these are the 5 reasons that I think of. 1, it's taking up too much of your time and energy. That is enough. Enough is enough. You do not need any more anxiety taking your day. I mean, there is so much more things to do in a day, like have fun and dance and sing and be with people and enjoy nature and create things, right? Create things. Have fun. Have adventures. There's so many other things that you should do with your life. You have a purpose. You have a mission here on this earth, and there's something important for you to do. And if you let anxiety take your day, and I know you don't feel like you're letting it, if anxiety doesn't take up your day, then yeah, it takes so much energy, doesn't it? Oh, so it takes up too much time and energy. Number 2, the reason to get rid of anxiety is because it is possible to get rid of it. A lot of times people don't think it's possible, and maybe they take medicine or they're resigned to feeling like they're feeling. They're like, this is just, I know it, this is a suffering, I know at least I could do it. And they just want to stay there. And that's okay. I mean, it's their decision. If they just want to stay there, that's fine. But if you're suffering, why not suffer, right? Why not stop the suffering? Number 3, the 3rd reason why you need to get over fear in 2017, you need to get over anxiety, is that you do not deserve it. You don't deserve it. A lot of people feel a lot of guilt and shame because they think they're weak, or they think they can't make decisions, or they think they got themselves into some kind of trouble. And so they feel like their anxiety is deserved somehow. They feel like, they deserve it, and this is kind of their punishment from whatever. First of all, everyone makes mistakes, and probably you did not make the mistakes that you are holding against yourself and thinking that you're so horrible for. Get rid of the shame, get rid of the guilt. That's what I do in my book and in my programs. I help people get rid, because shame and guilt is so heavy on the soul. I'm sorry, I'm on my mic. I hope that sounded okay. Guilt and shame is so heavy on the soul. I'm going to talk about that a lot more in 2017 because it's so important. We got to get rid of the shame, and we got to get rid of the guilt. It's really fear in a different disguise. It's fear that you're not good enough. And if we have that fear that we're not good enough, then we're never going to trust ourselves to handle anything, and our anxiety is going to continue and continue. But you don't deserve this anxiety at all. You are awesome. You're an incredible person. You survived incredible things. I know you have, because you didn't get to the age you are now unless you've done some really incredible stuff. And you're not giving yourself any credit. You're not celebrating yourself for that. Even each day, all you see is all your inadequacies, and you're not seeing how awesome and all the accomplishments that you make. So we're going to change that in 2017. We're going to show you how much you deserve it. Number 4, it's not as hard as you think. Getting rid of anxiety is not as hard as you think. As soon as you think that it's hard, it will be hard. And most of us think it's hard because we tried different things before, and so we think it's hard to get over it because it hasn't worked. You just didn't do the right formula. It's fine. Don't stop beating yourself up about that. It is possible. And it doesn't mean that you don't get it or you can't or anything like that. Thanks, Marsha. So 4, it's not as hard as you think to get over anxiety. It's not as hard as you think. You just haven't had the right tools in the right way. You haven't understood it in the right way. You know, there's like, you have to understand it biologically. You have to learn the lies that it tells and to cultivate your control. Those 3 things. And I explain them. Yeah, you know. Hey, Jenny, we missed you so much this week. So it's not as hard as you think. And number 5 reasons to get over anxiety in 2017 is that it is time. It is time. The world needs you. The world needs you to be your most authentic, awesome self. And it's hard to be that when anxiety has got that basket over your light, right? It's got the clouds that it's so heavy. It's like such a burden that it's hard for us to, live our light and do these awesome things that we're meant to do in this world. So, 5 reasons to get rid of fear in 2017, and I'm going to be with you every step of the way. It is taking up too much of your time and energy. Stop it. Let's put those things to something good. The world needs a lot of help right now, and I know there's a lot of good things going on in the world right now, but we want to add to those good things and not anymore add to all that negativity, right? The world needs our light, and so we have to quelch the anxiety, get that darkness right out. I will help you do it, but don't let it take any more time and energy. Number 2, it is possible, and I will show you exactly how it is possible this year. We're going to do it. This is it. We're done. The more I can help you let go of fear and guilt and shame, the better this whole world's going to be for every sentient being out there. You don't deserve this, and nobody else in your family and nobody else in your community or in our country or in our world, nobody deserves to suffer. None of us. And so it's not one person's better than the other. It's like, when we learn how to get rid of it, we are like a ripple effect. And we affect everything around us in really positive ways. Number 4, it's not as hard as you think. It's not. I promise. It's just that you just haven't had it together in the right kind of way. And if you want some help, get my book. If you want to sign up for my online program, I will welcome you in with open arms. It has helped so many people at this point get better. So many people get better. And I have a kids program. Number 5, it is time. It is time that we all come together and grow in our light and community, because we really need to shine and spread it around, because there are people who aren't listening to my message, and by you changing yourself, you're going to affect all of them, and it's going to be awesome. Awesome. You're going to compliment them and give them positive, and they're going to change. And we're going to see all of this continue to change and grow, because, we used to have this metaphor of the world that we evolve or we grow through hardship. When we experience hard things, then we grow and develop ourselves and get better as a person. And so that's given us reason to have conflict and have struggle. But I think we're changing the paradigm, and I've seen this for the last couple of years, that this is supposed to be changing. It's still happening. You can still see that happening. But we're supposed to be changing into, we don't need that conflict. We don't need that rub and that difficulty to grow. We're going to be able to grow through our light and love and our connection to other people, and we're going to be able to evolve that way. So I'm going to really be reminding you that over and over and over, because we've spent thousands of years, our soul has, in this one paradigm, and we need to switch over to this other paradigm to eliminate a lot of this world suffering, and we're going to do it. Any more questions for me before I go? And you guys all have a nice evening. For you, Happy New Year. To let go of 2016. Just let it all go and usher in this new light and new love and new opportunities and possibilities. Any other questions for me to how to let that 2016 go, that fear and that anxiety go, and open up to the possibility that you can feel better? Oh, you're welcome, Jan. Okay, thank you, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah. Happy New Year. I love you all. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Happy New Year, Tina.